Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John, and I come to you from WDWParkhoppers.com. Joining me across the table there is Mr. Tony Caselnova. He's from Disney by the Numbers. How you doing today, my friend?
I was doing well. Until we had some technical issues, and that's why we're doing this now.
Yeah. FedEx crapped out on us. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
It's such
For T-shirt club members, shirts are coming. Wishes, and
Star Wars.
And Star Wars.
Yeah. Show them the back.
Yeah. May the 5th be with you. Nice. It's very.
It looks like turn back towards the camera again. It looks like Han Solo is scratching your back lovingly. I love you. I know. This is scintillating radio right here. So anyway, we've been very busy today, and as we record, this is actually not our normal day.
No.
Because our normal day, we're going to be very busy doing some events there. Well, this comes out on Wednesday. Mm-hmm. So we'll probably have already had a great time at Paradiso 37 talking about Cinco de Mayo.
Right.
And that'll be fun. But as we're looking towards amazing dates, we've got to talk about June 24th.
June 24th, big date. Jim Korkis is going to come out to the Carolwood Room over at the Wilderness Lodge. In the DVC main building in the lobby, there's a room called the Carolwood Room, and that's where we're going to be.
Sweet.
With Jim. He's going to tell us all about Walt and his trains, because there are train artifacts there from Walt's collection. There's actual car and some other items there that I think people would be interested in. If you've never been there, it's a very nice. I think the lobby it's gorgeous. They have a great fireplace. They got this great room. If you're a DVC member and you don't take advantage of it, shame on you. But
yeah,
that's where we're going to be. We have it on our Facebook page. Go to facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. Click on events, and you can sign up. It's absolutely free. Jim is donating his time, which is very gracious of him. He is going to bring some books, and if you want to buy one of Jim's books, I highly recommend them. They're thoroughly entertaining. Mm-hmm. They're very cheap. You'll get Jim's autograph, a little personalization, and walk away with a great book.
Nice. Nice. And this will be the first time that I've ever heard Jim. And all
really?
The times that we've had events, I've not been around when Jim's been around. Yeah. So this will be my first time, and I don't think I have any of his books. I'm looking forward to getting a couple of his books.
Yeah. And we can mention we are recording a show with Tinkerbell coming soon. So please wait till the show comes out, because you're going to love it. If you've never heard Margaret Kerry speak, it's a hoot.
Yeah.
I've had the honor of actually seeing her in person and getting a Margaret Kerry hug. Mm-hmm. It's in the other room. My signed Margaret Kerry picture. But she's got a book out, Tinkerbell Speaks. It's a kind of a memoir of her whole Tinkerbell experience.
Right.
Which I think I have to buy, because I think it'll be interesting.
Absolutely. Her life is amazing. And when we say it's Tinkerbell, she was the body model for Tinkerbell for the movie. So she was there with Walt.
Correct.
And all of the 9 old men and all of that. And so she's got great stories.
Absolutely.
Doesn't she still call him Mr. Disney?
Yes. So she's probably the only person that does. Everybody, still calls him Walt.
Yeah, no
we also have another thing. We're going to go hang out with a Disney artist.
In a super secret location.
In a super secret location that we can't even discuss or tell you about.
We don't even know where it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah, at least not yet. But we're hoping that we can bring some audio back from that experience, and then at a later date, possibly bring you some other things from the Saurus. We're not going to say who yet, because I think it'll be fun to wait until that comes out. But this guy has done some spectacular stuff. I have, I think, a couple of his items in my house already. So if you are a Disney artist fan, or the Disney Fine Art Collection, or those kind of things, you'll like that. And if you've ever been to my house, which I don't think you have, you'll know.
That you know of.
Yeah. My walls are covered with art, literally.
Littered, so to speak, in the nicest kind of vernacular.
And the last thing we'll talk about is September 2nd, we're going to have our party in Bay Lake Tower.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's my favorite event all year. Yeah. It's the best because we get to go hang out at a grand villa, Bay Lake Tower. If you've never been, this is going to be a great opportunity, and it's going to be September 2nd. It's going to be September 2nd, and even though it's listed as the Disney by the Numbers and Disney Parks Podcast Party, I'm going to say it's the WDW Parkhoppers Party as well. So we're just going to have a good time with that.
Yeah.
And what we're doing is we have tickets on sale that you can go to Facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast, and you can find out how to get tickets. Now, the reason we're charging for this event is because we're buying drinks and snacks for people. We want to make sure that A, we have enough funds to do that, and B, we want to get a head count, obviously.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a certain time. We'll let everybody know what time, and then we'll let the people who purchase the tickets know where to go.
Right.
That's important.
That's important.
So if you don't buy a ticket, don't be expecting a tweet saying, "Hey, we're in room 16403." It's not going to happen. No. Not again. That they pardon.
Yeah.
So that's something that we're looking forward to. September 2nd, the Bay Lake Tower Grand Villa. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to swimming in the pool.
Yeah. And if you're not going to be in town, possibly later that night, we might do some Facebook Live.
Sweet.
And then we're going to be there on Monday, so maybe on Sunday we'll do some stuff. I think Sunday I'm going to go hang out at the pool, get my sunburn on.
Yeah.
Because I toast like a piece of bread.
Yeah. Listen to the train whistle and the friendship horns. Oh, God, it's going to be heaven. I can't wait. So, yeah, we could totally do some
things. And have
there.
cocktails, because none of us have to drive, because normally I don't drink because I have to get my damn car.
Right. Well, maybe we could do something where, okay, so we're doing the thing on Saturday. Mm-hmm. Maybe we could record the show on Sunday.
Yeah.
And we could do the live cast thing. Yeah. We could do a live cast from Bay Lake Tower. Yeah. And we'll do something special, especially for our Patreons, too. We haven't forgotten you guys either. So we'll let you know as we come closer what we'll do, and we'll...
Yeah, because that night we have some interesting people coming, hopefully. And
in many senses of the word, kids.
And that'll be fun, too.
All right, so T-shirt Club.
Yep.
Your favorite thing in the world right now.
Yeah.
You're in T-shirt Club hell.
I'm in T-shirt Club hell. Go to DisneyByTheNumbers.com. DisneyByTheNumbers.com, correct. And on the left-hand side, click on T-shirt Club, sign up. And I will ask you, if you are a member and you have not, or you've been added to the Facebook group, please go to DisneyByTheNumbers.com and click on the sign-up form. This way we have your shipping information.
Right.
It makes things go quicker. The other thing, too, I wanted to ask people to do, if they can this week, and I heard this from some other podcast people that are better at it than us.
What? More seasoned,
yes, more seasoned. I've been doing it for a while.
I think we're pretty good at doing what we do. We're
going to ask you not only to rate and review, because that's easy to do too, but also subscribe from wherever you're at.
Right.
If it's your Downcast or Overcast or Podcast or Stitcher or iTunes, make sure that you subscribe. Even if you don't get the show normally from there, the subscription also helps us with numbers and who's actually listening. So we'd appreciate that as well.
Sweet.
Yep.
Awesome. Okay, so the other thing we want to mention is Tony has written a phenomenal book called Disney by the Numbers. It's available on Amazon, and also if you go to DisneyByTheNumbers.com, or you can just simply go to, you go to DisneyByTheNumbers.com and click on the shop, and there you go. But there's a much more simple way. You go to DisneyParksPodcast.com, and you can click on the link to the Disney by the Numbers book, and it'll take you right to that page. I also have a book available that's available on Amazon called The Disney Bucket List. You can find it there. You can also click on the button on DisneyParksPodcast.com, and you can find my book, a direct link. Now, here's the reason you want to click the direct links. If you order from Amazon, that's great. We appreciate it. Thank you very much. But if you order it directly from us, we can sign the books for you. That's the fun part. So we appreciate you guys purchasing the books, and we love autographing the books for you for what it's worth. I mean, I don't know if my book's going to be, if I signed it or not, it's going to be worth more money. But hey, you know what?
I've heard both sides of the coin. I've heard people don't like books signed because, especially if they're personal, if they're just signed, that's better than personalization because it's harder to resell. I don't think people are going to resell my book.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
They're probably just going to throw it out when they're done with it, or retire it to.
I don't think they're going to throw it out.
Retire it to a bookshelf, like I have above.
Right.
But yeah, I've heard both sides of that coin. If you ever watch Pawn Stars?
Pawn Stars?
Porn, P-A-W-N, not porn. Porn, P-A-W-N.
Okay. Having a New Jersey accent trying to say the word pawn. You mean Pawn Stars.
Pawn. Stars.
God bless.
The woman there, Rebecca, has, different schools of thinking on, signed, unsigned, personalized, not personalized. So, she's a book authority.
With your air quotes?
With my air quotes.
All right. Okay, awesome. And if you have a comment, a question, a cry of outrage, maybe you have a really good story, you just have something that you want to share with us, you can leave us a comment at 407-413-9010, and that's the Disney Parks Podcast hotline. And we love to hear from you. If you have a really great story or a great comment, we may even put it on the show live. Wouldn't that be cool?
Ooh.
So, buddy, I guess there's really nothing else we could do but to get into the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Have you ever come to Orlando and you're the person that has to make all the dining plans, all the fast passes, get all the tickets? Well, we have a service that can help you do this. This is the best service. They are themeparkconcierge.com. You can call them up at 407-257-9973. Tell them your plans. They'll send you a little profile, get some information about you and your traveling party and what you want to do, what you don't want to do. And then they can set up a custom plan for you. And they'll take you around the parks. They'll make the dining plans. They'll get the fast passes. They'll take you to Walt Disney World. They'll take you to Universal. They'll take you to Busch Gardens, to SeaWorld, to Legoland, to all of those places, and they will do all of the work for you. Contact them at themeparkconcierge.com. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/Ramon VIP Concierge, or email them at ramon@themeparkconcierge.com. I am telling you, you will not be disappointed, and if you tell them the Disney Parks Podcast sent you, you'll get 10% off your order.
It's much better when we're in the room.
Oh, we can sync up easier.
We can sync it better. When we were doing it on like Skype and stuff, it was no bueno.
Yeah.
So, Disneyland Paris has announced Electroland, which sounds like the album title from Jimi Hendrix.
Well, the thing
that was Electric Ladyland.
Yeah, or the thing they used to do over at Disneyland that they don't do anymore.
Electroland?
No, they called it something else.
Well, Disneyland Paris is launching a groundbreaking electronic music concert, Electroland, and will open its gates to 10,000 music fans to enjoy DJs, immersive partying, and of course, theme park rides. Oh, I get it. So it's just like it's just a party.
The Mad Hatter's Tea Party.
Yeah, it's the Mad Hatter's Tea Party, but they're doing it in Disneyland Paris. Oh my God, the drugs that are going to be... Anyway, American Superstar GJ's recording executive producer Steve Aoki, I can't believe I mispronounced his name, will headline the concert along with Australian sister duo Nervo.
Oh, wait, hold on. Doesn't Steve do like that screaming rock stuff?
Steve Aoki?
Yeah.
I don't know. So. That music is beyond me. Or the Australian sister duo known as Nervo. That's my Australian accent. They will also be joined by French DJs Michael Kaufman and Richard Orlinski. Taking over the park for one exclusive night, Electroland will transform Disneyland Paris into an EDM haven. The very first edition of Electroland promises to be nothing short of magical. The event will give ticket holders exclusive access to the park rides at night, as well as the acts on the breathtaking outdoor stage. With giant LED screens, projection mapping onto one of the park's most iconic attractions, the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror, some very special guests and surprise immersive elements, all set against a magical Disney backdrop. Electroland needs to be seen to be believed. Electroland is made to measure... is a made-to-measure musical event that reaches out to the generation born with the Disneyland Park 25 years ago, offering the chance to see the park as it has never been seen before. Tickets are on sale now, electroland-disneylandparis.com. Now, here's the thing. Here's what this press conference is not telling you. This is not happening in Disneyland Paris.
Ooh.
Tower of Terror is in Walt Disney Studios, the park next to Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the Tower of Terror is.
Right.
I think. Unless they built it in Disneyland, which I don't think they did. We have to look that up real quick. So, so that's interesting. They're going to...
No, what would you think if they tried to do that here? And where do you think
they've done it here? That's called the Rock... Not Rock the Universe, the other one, the Christian thing.
No. I'm not talking Christian. I'm talking crazy rock music like this.
Oh, this kind of stuff?
Yeah, headbanger. EDM.
I'm telling you, bro, it needs to be at ESPN. Mm-hmm. That's the only place I can see them doing that, right on the ball fields and stuff, or at the stadium. I mean, I can't see them doing this in a park.
Yeah, but then you can't ride rides. They can't project on castles or Twilight Zone, or I could see them doing it down by the Twilight Zone with the building that they built.
It's not big enough.
Well, they could have it outside. They could have some people outside, some people inside.
Yeah.
Project something on the Twilight Zone.
Yeah. I could see that if
close off Sunset Boulevard. It's a private event.
Right.
Get Coaster. Get Twilight.
Yeah, I could see that. I think maybe
because it's very easy to close off Sunset.
Sure.
For a private event.
Totally. I could see them wanting to take over like the Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom probably makes the most sense because it's the most amount of space in front of the castle for that kind of thing. But that place would be trashed, I would think. I mean, really, seriously.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
You never know.
You never know.
Yep. All right, happening here in Walt Disney World, we're getting two new Magic Bands. We're getting black and teal.
Black and teal.
Yes.
Yeah, it goes with your monorail colors.
Yeah, exactly. So along with that, one of the new black retail limited release graphic bands features Star Wars 40th Anniversary, which begins sales during the Galactic Night event at Disney's Hollywood Studio. The band retails for $27.99 and debuts ahead of the new movie Star Wars The Last Jedi.
Mm-hmm.
Set for release in December 15th, 2017.
I know, I'm counting down the days.
I'm sure you are.
I'm a nerd.
The other black band features Grumpy. And I really wish... listen, I love Grumpy.
I do too. Take something different.
Yes, try that. There are other dwarfs.
Well, it doesn't even have to be a dwarf. I mean, if you're having a black magic band, maybe, I don't know. Go with me here. Oswald.
Yeah.
Mickey.
Yeah.
Chernabog.
I don't know. Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs with his namesake facial expression. is sold for $22.99. So apparently Grumpy is not as popular as Star Wars.
Yeah, right. That's a bummer. Sorry,
And
Grump.
for all you Frozen fans, in the first time in forever, the new Teal Band will feature Elsa. And the name of the band is Elsa Frozen Fever. Whoop, whoop.
I got the frozen fever. I was gonna freeze you now. Got the frozen fever.
The popular Ice Queen. Notice Elsa is adorned and surrounded by colorful flowers in summertime. Olaf would be jealous. The band is now an open edition and sells for $22.99.
Not as popular as Star Wars.
Yep. These colors are limited edition designs and are only available through Walt Disney World Resort in the retail locations wherever Magic Bands are sold. And what I found out on my Magic Band hunt was...
I didn't realize you had one of those.
I had a hunt. They don't sell any at the Poly. There's no retail bands being sold at the Poly.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
No colors, no... They have some very small, limited amount of accessories, but no bands. Very popular at all the All-Star Sports, Pop Century, and Art of Animation. They got tons of them there, but none at the Poly.
Man, talk about profiling.
Yeah.
For crying out loud. Where is... Let's see here. Before we get into the next news item, we had a question.
Oh.
Let's see here. Try to get the question answered. When are they doing the Star Wars... Why? Oh, I see why we're doing that. Here, hang on a second. Why are we... What are they doing the Star Wars... what's the exact question? When is Star Wars... can you tell me what time the Star Wars show will be in September? Night? I don't mean to be weird, Ronnie. Ronnie asked that from the chat room.
I think it's usually 9 p.m.
Yeah, 8 or 9, depending on if they're closing the park early.
Right. If it's during the summer, it'll probably be 9.
We know they're doing that, Star Wars?
Still?
Do we know that for sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Yep. I would say go see the Pixar show first, Ronnie, if it's still playing. I think it might. And then go see the Star Wars show.
By Pixar show, you mean the music?
The Pixar Live. Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay. Yeah, that's great. But
yeah. We don't know the exact times for the Pixar show yet, but I think they'll be early enough.
You're assuming they're going to continue that through September, brother?
I do. I think they will.
Okay.
That's if I was a betting man, I'm going to say yes. I know a little inside information that it's already going to be running longer than they've already said.
Right.
Because they've planned cast members for this already past the date. So I just have a feeling it's going to be popular and they're going to run it the whole summer.
Wow.
If I was a bet man.
If you were a bet man, which you...
I do bet.
You are.
I bet on Disney.
Yeah, don't we all? All right, some amazing news, sort of, for me. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout is said to deliver epic action and awesome music. Fans of the movie franchise know that Guardians of the Galaxy adventures usually are accompanied by vintage pop and rock songs from Star-Lord's awesome mixtapes. So when the new Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout attraction opens on May 27th at Disney California Adventure Park, it's just natural that this breathtaking experience will unfold with its own musical accompaniment. Now, each time guests board the new attraction, a mission to rescue the Guardians of the Galaxy from a giant fortress, they will experience one of 6 randomized scenarios created by Disney Imagineers. Each ride profile utilizes the attraction's hair-raising ascend and drop thrill. I'm not a fan of that. Synchronized with a popular song from the 60s, 70s, or early 80s. Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout launches guests into a chaotic and hilarious adventure filled with exciting visual and sound effects. They will assist Rocket, one of the most unusual heroes, as he leads the escape mission. An awesome mix of songs inspired by the film's soundtrack adds to the epic action. Featuring Hit Me With Your Best Shot by Pat Benatar, Give Up the Funk by Parliament, Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf, which is one of the most overplayed songs on the planet, I Want You Back by the Jackson 5, Free Ride, another overplayed song by the Edgar Winters Group, and Burnin' Love by Elvis Presley. They're still using that license from
So
Lilo
they
and
got the
Stitch.
60s, the 70s, and the 80s all included in that compilation.
Yep.
Pretty good.
Each song accompanies a different version of the escape scenario with a corresponding ride profile and visuals. The multiple ride experiences are the result of extensive research and experimentation and ride testing by the creative team from Walt Disney Imagineering.
So let me ask this. Are these songs that we're going to hear in the movie, or are these songs that Disney was able to get a license for that they can use?
No, I Want You Back is from the first soundtrack, I think. Oh, baby, give me one more chance.
I'm going to go look.
Yeah, it's from the first song. But the rest of them are not. From what I've seen in the soundtrack, I played it on Spotify a few times, but I don't think so. The Imagineering team worked with a list of nearly 100 fun, high-energy songs, winnowing the list down to the final 6 as they boarded the attraction's giant gantry lift, donned headsets, and played the different tracks to see which song worked best with potential ride profiles. The attraction exit features additional songs from and inspired by the film's soundtracks, and if guests listen closely, they might hear sounds of some of the creatures from Devon's collection as they exit the attraction. So you know what that means. Yeah. Howard the Duck is going to be... Yeah. Let it lick your face. It's disgusting.
So none of those songs that are on the attraction are on the soundtrack for Volume 2?
I'd have to look it up. I don't believe so.
I'm looking at the list.
Oh, really? Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah. So those were probably just songs they were able to grab a license for.
Now,
cheaply.
I keep poo-pooing the ride a little bit, only because
it's the Tower of Terror.
I hate the fear. I hate the feeling of falling. I'm terrified of
Maybe
falling.
this will be the feeling of going up.
No, it's not. It's going to be. It's just, oh my god, it just drives me crazy. But can you imagine being an Imagineer? Here, put these headphones on, and we're going to listen to this song. Ready? Go. Have fun.
Yeah.
Nah, why not?
I think it should go up during this point. No, I think it should go down during this point. No, I think it should come up.
Let's do that again. Well, let's do it again.
Can we make it go sideways?
Does it come with air sickness bags?
Yeah. How many times do you think they have to go on the ride?
I don't know.
To tune a song.
I don't know, but that would be horrific.
It's got to be in the hundreds.
Oh, yeah. And you got to be cool with that, because I would not. I would
I'll be the guy in the sound mixer, thanks, though.
Do you ride that ride a lot?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite rides.
Well, it's a great ride, don't get me wrong. I don't know about Mission Breakout, but I do know Tower of Terror is one of my favorite attractions, just from the sheer theming of it.
Yeah.
But you got to put a gun to my head or hold something over me to get me on it. Cause
when I was a cast member, I used to work the 3 to 11 shift, and I used to go in the morning over to the studios and ride Tower of Terror just over and over and over and over again until it was 3 o'clock or lunchtime, whichever one.
They let you do that?
Sure.
Wow.
Yeah. Sometimes the cast member would just let me stay on, and I would just reload, and do it over and over. It was good old days. They don't do that kind of stuff anymore.
No.
Hey, if you like the show and would like to help, go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. I think we even have a link on our own page, Disney Parks Podcast. So if you don't want to follow that, you can go to DisneyParksPodcast.com and click on the Patreon icon on the right-hand side.
Yep.
It'll take you over to Patreon. You get a couple of nice benefits over there. We have an ad-free show. We don't have to listen to all the stuff. We have some video content, and then we're going to be doing some other things for our Patreon only. We have a Patreon only live show that we've started. Keep some news flowing to them.
Yep.
So if you want to do that, you can do that. Go over there, sign up. It's very easy. It's a monthly donation. We want to thank David, Willie, Jeremy, Katie, Eva, Grant, and Ernie for your contributions. We appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate that. It's amazing. Thank you guys so much. Yeah. That helps us do more. Like, we just bought new mics.
Yeah.
They were not cheap.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Yeah. All right. Hey, there's a rumor going around, John.
Okay.
Disneyland Paris is going to introduce a paid Fast Pass premium service.
Who did not see this coming?
Yeah. Well, last year Disney learned a new word. It was premium.
Premium.
And they're using it.
And premier.
And and luxury.
Luxury.
So starting in May, Disneyland Paris is said to be introducing a paid FastPass service. It reportedly will cost a mere €90 per day for unlimited FastPasses and €15 for a single FastPass.
Jeez.
Thankfully, the current FastPass system isn't going anywhere, but this seems to be going in hand with the recent changes to the annual pass structure.
Did you say passhole? You passhole.
Shanghai Disney Resort is currently the only other Disney property that offers such a service, with Disneyland offering a paid service called MaxPass.
MaxPass.
In the coming months, that allows for digital fast passes, but not unlimited. So, would you pay for... Let's say, all right, you're not a pass holder. Let's say you're just a...
John Q. Public.
You're coming down for your trip.
Yep.
And you want unlimited fast passes. Would you pay for that service? Compared to, say, like some of the parks have the tiered where you can only get one of the good attractions and they have to take... and then when those are done, you can go and get, 3 more.
Yeah, I totally would. They do it at Universal. Pay for the fast passes. I think it should be something that's available to guests as well as annual pass holders, which I have the sneaky suspicion that once we start doing it, won't be available to us. But yeah, I'd probably do it. If I was coming on vacation, this was like the once every 2 years kind of deal. Yeah, I'd pay for it in a heartbeat, depending on how much it was. If it was like $100 a day per person, I don't know. And then charge me $100 to get into the park per person.
Yeah. See, I think it needs to be matched with your ticket. You buy a 4-day ticket, then you get 4 days of unlimited. You buy a 5-day ticket, you get 5 days unlimited. You buy a 10-day, you get 10 days unlimited. Whatever that is, there should be a one-in-one comparison. Whatever kind of ticket you buy, you have the option of buying the premium fast pass to go with that.
Yeah,
or the one. Or the one-off.
Okay, but the problem with that is if you've got 10,000 people who have at least 1-day ticket with unlimited fast passes, then everybody's got fast passes. So how does that help the problem?
No, what I'm saying, if I'm buying a 1-day ticket, then I have the choice of only buying a 1-day premium fast pass. I don't think anybody will just buy. I don't think people will buy more fast passes days than they do tickets. That's just...
Yeah, I mean, I think that...
And just because you have fast passes doesn't mean you use them. I get them all the time and sometimes don't use them.
Yeah, but you're different. You're a pass holder. We walk past fireworks all the time.
Yeah. Wave to them on the way out.
my mom is like, I don't know how you do that. And I'm like, do what? Just walk past fireworks. You can't stop and watch. I'm like, I've seen them.
Yeah.
And now they're going away, and we're like...
And if I haven't seen them, I'll go back tomorrow and see them.
That's right. Or I'll just go out to my backyard and watch them. Yeah, there they are.
All right, so let's flip the switch. So let's say you're a pass holder. Would you pay, say, an additional monthly fee for a half a dozen fast passes that you can use on any attraction you want? No limitation. And Disney has to really say they're unlimited and not say, well, except for the Dwarf, Soarin', Test Track.
And Midway Mania.
Yeah, and Midway Mania. That has to stop. You can't pull all the good attractions off the list.
I'm sorry, they're doing that now? That's how little I do fast passes.
No, I mean, they're tiered now. So if you get Toy Story Mania, you don't get Tower of Terror.
Right.
Depends.
It depends on how much. I mean, really, honestly, I mean, they've given us the opportunity to pay for the passes with no photo pass, which is fine with me until I have kids. I'm not really going to stress it. And then parking's included because we're pass holders, right?
Yep.
Maybe they do an option where it's like, hey, if you pay X amount of money, per month, you get X amount of passes, and hey, we'll throw in a premium parking spot.
Well, I can see, all right, so for the top tier, whatever it is, Gold Plus or whatever it is now,
right?
They give you X amount of fast passes per month, and then everything else below that, I obviously that price would go off probably a little bit,
Sure.
and everything below that would be an option. Do you want to buy? I think I would pay, because there are times that I want to go to the park
a little bit,
and I only want to go on the good stuff. Not always,
I think
presidents to cool off.
I think what would be really, really good for me is being able to do it like per trip. Like if I got family coming in, and they've got
per month. Like your
per
family
month.
coming
Yeah.
in.
If I got family coming in, they're going to get their fast passes, and I'm going to get pass asses. I'm going to do some pass asses. I'm going to get some fast passes for me and Sid for those 2 or 3 days. And if they're virtual unlimited, in the sense that my family's coming in and they've got a 4 o'clock soaring, I should be able to walk up and say, "Here's my fast pass."
Yeah.
Well, you don't have a fast pass for 4 o'clock. No, I'm a pass holder. It's a fast pass. This is all my family, and I want to go with them. Because trying to coordinate that, that is a bitch.
Yeah.
Sorry guys. That's just, it's impossible to coordinate.
I know,
that.
it is.
I think that would be something much more useful.
Pull it up on your phone and go, "Here's my fast pass."
I would say, it's like, so we're currently paying like what, $58 for ours.
Probably. Yeah.
I would say, for that month, would I pay 20 extra bucks? $10 for me, $10 for Sid for like 2 days for unlimited. Yeah, I'd probably do something like that. Because, if I were able to do whatever I wanted, not.
I as a pass holder, I do find it difficult. I mean, our window is only 30 days, and it is obviously more so during the summer and Christmas to get a fast pass on certain things.
Right.
So,
we got some questions. We got some questions in the thing. Jeremy's like, I think if it were for a park I don't go too often, or once in a lifetime park, he would pay, which makes sense. Just more comments about Paris and all that good stuff. But I think that if given the right circumstances, and if it wasn't too cost prohibitive, and if they took some of the regulations off of it, I think that it would be something that a pass holder would be much more interested in. Because being a pass holder is great. When your family comes in, it becomes very hard to deal with.
Oh, yeah.
That's just me.
Yeah, to match up passes to passes.
Yep.
All right.
Alrighty. So going over to the other side of the country, Disneyland is introducing Tomorrowland Skyline Lounge fireworks viewing for the summer. Disneyland's figuring it out, kids. Beginning May 26th of 2017, guests can sit back and relax as they enjoy a view of the Tomorrowland Skyline and Disneyland Park fireworks on select evenings with the new Tomorrowland Skyline Lounge experience. See the sights from a new perspective as you enjoy a boxed treat and your choice of beverage with family and friends. High above Tomorrowland, you'll have plenty of time to relax, and if a fireworks spectacular is scheduled, you can catch a glimpse of it from right from your seat. The lounge area is open to party guests from 8 p.m. until 10 p.m. That's plenty of time. So you can sit and stroll around for a full 2 hours, or even come and go at your leisure. Who's going to do that?
If I'm going to come, I ain't going to go until 10.
That's right. Each ticketed guest receives a box treat containing seasonal fruits, cheese, and assorted sweets, plus your choice of hot and cold non-alcoholic beverages. Please note that the food and beverage offerings are subject to change. Now, there is a sample seating.
Ample.
Excuse me. Sorry, I can't read tonight. There is ample, as Tony would say, seating at this event, but due to space considerations, you may be seated with another party. Weird. Separate Disneyland theme park admission is required and not included in the price of the event. Fireworks shows take place on select nights and are subject to cancellation without notice due to weather or other circumstances, like Tony Bag of Donuts forgot the fireworks fuses. Please check schedule for performance times. Now, it's unclear exactly what the location for the event is, but it appears to be the upper floor patio of the Carousel Theater building, currently home to Star Wars Launch Bay on the ground level. Weird. Tomorrowland Skyline Lounge experience is a mere $45 per guest, ages 3 and older, including tax, with no charge for children 2 or younger. A credit card guarantee is required to secure the reservation at time of booking. Reservations are limited and advanced reservations are highly recommended. Reservations can be made online or by calling 714-781-DINE or 714-781-3463.
This is exactly what was rumored going around here, that they were going to build something on top of cosmic rays.
Yeah.
Get rid of the commanders down below and put up an area on cosmic rays.
I like this idea. I don't know if I'd do it for $45, but yeah,
I'm surprised they're not calling this a premium.
Well, if they call it premium, they charge twice as much.
Well,
but it's only for 2 hours.
It's 2 hours. That's $45. I mean, come on.
You can't come in, check in, cool down, grab a drink, and then go ride a ride and come back for the fireworks. You don't have time.
Yeah,
it's crazy for 2 hours.
Yeah, and they're giving you a box, whatever, for $45. At least have like a dessert buffet or something for $45.
Too much waste. If they know how many box things they're creating, they can have that many number there created. Speaking, this is a side note, it had nothing to do with Disney. Did you hear about the fire event? The fire thing that they had down on some island in the Bahamas?
No.
Ja Rule put it together.
Okay.
And it was like you had different tiers of ticket level, and it was supposed to be like you go down and party like a rock star. And
there was nothing there.
And nothing was there. Their box lunches.
Tents.
Yeah, their box lunches was 2 pieces of bread, a piece of cheese.
Yeah.
That's what I keep thinking. You get a box lunch of a bread sandwich.
You get an Oscar Mayer Lunchable.
That's right. That's not so bad. I'd take that in a heartbeat. So, yeah. I would do this for, as often as I don't get to Disneyland, I would totally do $90 to have a nice, comfortable seat to sit and watch. The last time we saw Their Wishes over there, we'd been there all day, and I was exhausted.
Right.
I would have paid $1,000 if I had it to sit down and watch the fireworks.
Yeah. All right. Hey, last week we had a trivia contest question, and it was pretty easy. I thought it was pretty easy.
Did you have any wrong answers?
No, we had no wrong answers, which is good. In what Walt Disney World Frontierland attraction is located in Grizzly Hall? And it's not Stitch's Great Escape, John.
Oh, dang it. It's not the little shooting gallery?
No. The correct answer is Country Bear Jamboree. For 100, Alex. And Ken is our winner.
Yay, Ken!
It's all enveloped and will go in the mail this week.
Good for you.
All right, next question for this week. New trivia. You ready?
Yes.
The actual organ that Captain Nemo plays in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea can now be found in what Disneyland attraction?
Disneyland attraction.
Yes. And don't say Casey's Corner.
Damn it.
And don't say Nemo's.
Carousel of Progress?
No. Yeah. All right. If you know the correct answer, send it to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com or give us a call at 407-413-9010.
Sweet.
All right. Good.
Yeah.
All right. Rolling on to the next thing.
Rolling. That, by the way, every week I kid and I throw a stupid answer out. This is my favorite trivia question. Yeah. I love this. I love 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, and I love this piece of trivia.
Yeah. I think a lot of people know it, but we'll see. All right, Disney, I think, Disney World in Florida here is in this transportation mode. They're trying to figure out how to get everybody around quickly, safely, and I think lighten up on their bus footprint.
Yeah.
I think that's now concerning them. How many buses they have out there. And I'm not saying that there are a lot of accidents, but I saw another bus accident the other day
I did too.
while leaving. And I think that's now becoming alarming to them.
Right.
And I don't think it's the Disney bus drivers because they only go 20 miles an hour.
No, it's not. And I Uber at Disney just like you do a lot.
Yeah. It's usually idiots. The tourist in their car. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Walt Disney World, now this is a rumor, this is speculation, so I don't want you, go running out and emailing Disney. But Disney is possibly rolling out driverless shuttle vehicles by the end of the year. Okay, so the Los Angeles Times, not the Orlando Sentinel, but the Los Angeles Times is reporting that Walt Disney World is planning a pilot program to begin later this year to transport cast members in cast-only parking lots using autonomous electric vehicles. The company is reportedly in talks with two manufacturers, Local Motors based in Phoenix, Arizona, and Niva based in Paris, France. If the pilot program goes well, the driverless shuttles could be rolled out to public areas in 2018. The state of Florida has relatively few restrictions on driverless vehicles deployed on privately owned land.
Because they don't exist, but other than that.
So, and Disney is private property.
Uh-huh.
So, and they are their own jurisdiction.
Uh-huh.
So they can do whatever they want.
Within reason.
Right. Within the laws of Florida, which they will do. The vehicles could be geofenced, which means they would be restricted to designated areas only, which have been fully mapped and loaded into the vehicle's navigation system. The geofencing, along with cameras, radar, lasers, sensors, would ensure the safety of passengers and those around the vehicle. It appears Walt Disney World is finally realizing that the ubiquitous buses, which I agree, used to transport guests are not really that magical.
Duh.
I agree. Even if they came out with that Sorcerer's Class bus, I still don't think that's a magical experience. Now, how many colors of LED lights are fixed, which I agree to the interior, with rumors of the gondolas going mainstream there.
Yeah.
Now, driverless shuttles, it appears, are heading into the renaissance of cool transportation options at Disney World.
Yeah, you couple that with the Uber type service that they're thinking of building. This is great.
Okay, think of this: Magic Kingdom parking lot. Get rid of trams. Little shuttle just goes back and forth all day long.
Nah, they'll still do trams.
You don't have to have cast members. 2 cast members gone. Less salary. You can have the speech. It stops in different places in the parking lot, picks up people, drops people off.
So you're talking about like turn the tram into a driverless car?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense. Still shuttling the same amount of people.
Every parking lot, Epcot, studios, yada, yada, yada. Trams goodbye, driverless vehicles. I think that's one place to use them.
Yep.
Would I put them on the road saying go resort to resort? Maybe. I think if you were to keep it in a closed loop, and what I mean by that is say Magic Kingdom only resorts, then maybe is a little driverless vehicle. The Epcot resorts, maybe there's a little the studio driverless, something like that. Not you're limiting that geofence and the risk of it, possibly. Maybe they even put a guardrail on the side of the road, and they just add an extra little driverless lane.
Well, I mean, they're still finishing.
This way cars can't run into them.
They're still finishing up the bus loops, the bus lanes. Mm-hmm. Now we got that flyover lane coming in.
Yeah.
Maybe they're planning for that, and they have a different section that would be that. The problem I have with the driverless car concept is no matter how good your technology is, you still can't fix the stupid drivers.
Right.
And you and I could both attest to, we've seen insane stuff on the roads here because you're dealing with people who A, are on vacation, or B, are not on vacation and they're so convinced that they're smarter than everybody else that they drive like a maniac, or you're dealing with people who are on vacation for another country and are on the wrong side of the road and the wrong side of the car.
Right.
So, you've got crazy things happening out there, and if there was a way to put the geofence in a area that would be non-car interrupting, I like that idea a lot better. The problem with keeping the geofence like the resorts, it's great if you're only going from the resort near the park to your park versus, Well,
I'm thinking like you're staying at the Grand Floridian, you're going to
Magic Kingdom.
No, to California Grill for dinner.
Sure.
You don't want to get in a bus, go to the Magic Kingdom, and then have to transfer and then get on another bus to go to the Contemporary or to walk. So I think if it was a resort to resort like that, it would go from Grand Floridian to Poly to Wilderness to Contemporary, and then just reverse that, or there'd be other.
Sure.
You know.
It's a fascinating idea.
You know, Swan, Dolphin, Yacht, Beach,
right.
Boardwalk, boom.
Yeah, but I'm talking about, like, yes, we're trying to go from, like, Epcot to
that's a whole different. Lodge. Yeah, that's a whole different problem.
Yeah,
that's a whole different problem.
Yeah, it's fascinating. I saw a picture that was associated with this article, and I was like, I don't know if I'd get in that death trap, but all right.
I don't know.
Would you get in a driverless car? You probably would, because you're a tech guy.
Yeah, it doesn't bother me all that much. I just want my only fear is the other driver that is driving the car. If I'm driverless and there's a car with somebody driving next to me, that's my problem.
Right.
If everybody's driverless or everything is driverless, I'm fine with that because I know everything will be talking to everything and I probably won't get smacked.
You assume everything's going to be talking to everything.
I assume that's the way that will work. That's the way I've been told.
Well.
That everything.
Did you ever see this movie called Jurassic Park?
Yes.
And then when they shut everything down, everything went to hell in a handbasket. Do you remember that scene where Samuel Jackson's like, "Hold on to your butts," you know?
Yeah.
That's kind of what I like the concept.
I think that's worst case scenario.
Well, I like the concept, but I mean, I don't want Walt Disney World to be a test market. Let them do this at Disneyland Paris.
Think of if the bus loop was just filled with autonomous electrical vehicles just picking people up.
I'd be fine with that because they have their own lane. And they could put guardrails up and bumper lanes to keep the people out of it. But I like the gondola idea. You know, I don't know how many gondolas you can put on at one time.
I think that's more expensive than autonomous vehicles.
I don't know about that, but
I mean, I'm not a finance guy for this. But it just seems like condos are going to be expensive. They're not going to be cheap.
Yeah, you're probably true. Hey, for fans of dining at Disney Springs, we're getting ready to lose a restaurant, but we're going to gain one, sort of. Portobello at Disney Springs. Moment of silence. We appreciated you. When Disney's,
You're dead to me.
You're dead to me. When Portobello shutters its doors here pretty soon, it's not coming back. A new restaurant with an outdoor bar has been announced. Levi Restaurant, a Chicago-based restaurant company which operates more than 100 food service locations in the United States and Canada, has announced the development of a new Italian restaurant concept at Disney. Let me pause this 1 second.
All right.
Why do you need a new Italian restaurant concept? You currently have an Italian restaurant concept. Just upgrade it. You know, do what you're going to do to it.
Because they're going to make it like, Southern contemporary Italian, or they'll make it Northern contemporary Italian. I mean, I fit into the brand of Portobello.
Call it Tour of Italy and be done with it. Yeah. Previously, it had been indicated that the restaurant would remain Portobello and undergo an extensive menu change only, but James Beard Award winner and Top Chef Master Tony Mantuano, that's that correctly? Is leading the development of the restaurant, which will replace the space at Disney Springs. It was occupied by Portobello Country Italian Trattoria. That's why. It's a Country Italian Trattoria. We just know it as Portobello.
Right.
The new restaurant menu will feature dishes inspired by Chef Tony's adventures across the many regions of Italy. So this is going to be like another celebrity chef kind of thing. That's great.
Yes. That's one.
In order to accommodate the large-scale renovations, Portobello closed its doors April 24th with plans for the new concept to reopen early fall 2017. Based on the concept art, it appears that an outdoor bar area will be added finally during the renovations. We've been grateful to serve our loyal guests at Portobello for the last 7 years, said Andy Lansing, president and CEO of Levi Restaurants. He continues, we look forward to welcoming our guests back to the location early this fall when we unveil a new concept at Disney Springs. Last poor
Hey, listen,
Portobello.
I like Italian food, so it doesn't matter. You can put anything in there.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, you could slap, as long as it's not like an Olive Garden, I'm pretty much down.
Yeah.
But
I think they are going more towards the celebrity chef experience.
Yeah.
With a lot of these places.
Makes sense for Disney Springs to do that. I was driving a guy the other day, and he was like, tell me some places where I can eat on the water at Disney Springs. And I was like, oh, okay, well, you got the boathouse, which is pricey, but you've got the back of the bar area, the back of the restaurant. You can see the water, but they've got a great little dock out there. You can go out and you can do that. You got Paddlefish, which just reopened, with this seafood. It's kind of the same thing. I said, then you've got Paradiso 37, which has the back porch where you can eat. That's more Latin food. And then I stopped, and I'm like, we really don't have that many places to dine on the water there. So,
Wolfgang Puck Dining Room.
Yeah.
But that's also pricey.
Isn't that inside? It's not open air, is it?
It's not open air. It's inside. But at least you can see the water.
Yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. So you really only got 4 places.
If the House of Blues had windows and rather than a bar on the back side.
Well, you got the back end.
Yeah.
No, you can see out the back end. I've sat back there behind the bar. But it's not like they don't have full length windows. And I don't think he was really gunning to I'm gonna go hang out at Starbucks all day.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
no, not Starbucks. House of Blues.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
But in addition to that, I was like,
House of Blues has that room though, but they don't ever use it.
Overflow.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I've eaten there.
Yeah.
That side room where I had that D23.
That's where we met George Calagritas.
It is, and he let a few things slip. But that back room also connects.
Yeah.
Behind the bar.
Porch, yeah.
But it's not open air.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, I don't think the guy wanted to go to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Because it does have an open air patio, but there's no food.
Right.
Unless you want to eat cake pops.
Or cheese and fruit.
Cheese and fruit. And beer. You have a beer and watch the balloon go up and down.
Yeah.
So I think this is great. We have another water view bar area. Right. I'm sure you'll be able to order off the menu.
Yeah. And I think the other one that's opening up, the Edison, will have obviously a water view. Hopefully.
That'd be great. That's the only thing that I wish STK had done. If that back porch they have on the third level.
Should be facing the other way.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Why face the springs or both?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you, no, well, kind of. The back patio on Planet Hollywood, you can kind of see a little water from up there.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Hey, Karen, the contest winner from Hopchong, Hopachkong from New Jersey, who won the contest last week, is on the show. How do you say that word? Hopachong?
Hapachog.
Hapachog?
Yes.
There's an N in there.
Hapachog.
Hapachog?
Hapachog.
Holy crap. No wonder we have communication problems. Hapachog.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to eat at the Hapachog Diner. I'm going to have me some pork.
All right. We are already booked for this next story.
Yay.
Did mine today. And there's a bunch of us going. There's probably 7 of us. Walt Disney World recently announced that they're rolling... not rolling out. I'm in the wrong thing. Recently announced that for the music of Pixar Live 5... there are now dining packages available to be booked. So last month we told you about the new show. It'll be the music of Pixar Live with a live orchestra at the Hollywood Theater, right? I think. So this will be a symphony of characters that's coming to the Theater of the Stars at Disney's Hollywood Studio for a limited time engagement beginning May 26th. The show will be performed 3 times each evening at the regular daily performances of Beauty and the Beast live on stage, and will feature music from Pixar Animation Studios films and a live orchestra with appearances by admired Disney Pixar characters. So that should be good. Guests can now book a dinner package for the music of Pixar Live, which includes reserved seating for the evening's performance. With the dining package, guests will receive a voucher for a reserved seat to redeem at the theater. Oh, great. Something I'll lose.
Yeah.
Before the show.
No. It'd be like a sticker. You get a sticker.
Hopefully, or a wristband or something.
Tattoo.
Yeah. Their new dining packages are available at the following restaurants.
Lip ring.
Hollywood and Vine for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. The Brown Derby for lunch or dinner. And Mama Melrose for lunch or dinner. The only place that is not on this list is the Primetime. That's the only other restaurant in the park that's open.
Bastages.
For advanced dining, reservation can now be booked now by calling 407-WDW-DINE or go online. That's how I did mine. They will be from May 26th to August 27th. And I think it's going to go beyond that because there's really nothing to do in the park at night.
Yeah, no kidding.
So, we will report to you. We are going on the 26th. We'll report to you later that week how our experience was. I always like eating at the Brown Derby. I think they have a pretty good menu. The chopped salad is killer.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
It's been a while since we've eaten at Brown Derby.
Yeah, it's been a long time too.
All right, so we have...
Maybe... I wonder if Luann will be working. A waitress that used to work at the Terratoni Lounge.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So we have a new quick service dining card available at a discount when you book a Walt Disney World vacation package.
Why?
Guests who book a Walt Disney World vacation package at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Hotels, Four Seasons Resort Orlando at Walt Disney World Resort, Disney Springs Resort Area Hotels, or a Walt Disney World Good Neighbor Hotel with a minimum 3-day ticket with travel dates from now through December 31st, 2017, can enjoy the convenience of a prepaid dining at quick service restaurant locations at Walt Disney World Resort card.
All right. If you're staying at the Four Seasons, are you really eating in a quick service restaurant?
Yeah. I mean, they eat burgers too, you know.
Okay.
Not 3 meals a day like we might, but, you know. For each day of theme park admission, adults in the party will receive a $40 and children ages 3 through 9 will receive a $15. What? On their quick service dine gift cards. However, guests will only be charged $35 per adult per day and $12.50 per child per day. For example, a guest with a 3-day ticket included in the package will receive a $120 Disney Quick Service Dine gift card for only $105. A child with the same ticket would receive a $45 gift card for only $37.50. The Quick Service Dine gift cards may be redeemed at select quick service dining locations or food carts at Walt Disney World theme parks, water parks, Disney Springs, and Disney resort hotels. Booking dates for this additional package are available now. You can check out Disney. You can check out Walt Disney World. I can't think of the waltdisney.go.com.
Yeah.
Vacation offers, and you can find more information on that. Or is that a...
It might be through your travel agent.
Might be through your travel agent, which makes me wonder if this is just their offer.
Yeah. It's interesting, though, that they're giving all of those people non-Disney resorts. Why? Why do you think they're giving?
I don't know. What I'm wondering is...
To take the pressure off of Disney, hey, go stay someplace else, we'll give you some dining coupons.
Yeah, hang on. I'm just wondering... I'll have to edit this out of the show, but I'm wondering if this is just this one company. Nope. Nope. It's all over the place.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I don't know why they're doing that.
Yeah.
Well,
I think that what they're saying is, listen, we don't have enough hotel rooms, but if you go stay at one of our friends,
right,
we'll give you some dining.
Well, they have to make it. Well, they need to keep the parks busy and full and all that stuff. I'm shocked that there's not an option for pass holders. I'd pay that.
Well, you could probably stay at one of those resorts, John.
No, you have to do a 3-day ticket. Yeah, you could do a 3-day ticket, and then you have to pay the...
And stay at one of those resorts.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, because you'd also have to buy tickets. For each day theme park admission, I'm a pass holder. I'm not paying for park admission. So if I'm paying rack rate for a hotel stay, and I'm paying for rack rate theme park tickets, I should be able to get food for free.
You might.
It's interesting.
Yeah. Hey, over in the Magic Kingdom, John, did you see this new little guy walking around?
I did.
So there's a new interactive ICAN, I-C-A-N.
Not a talking trash can.
Yeah, not a
C-A-N.
trash can. Right. A robot experience in the Magic Kingdom's Tomorrowland. I think they're trying to bring the luster back to Tomorrowland. They painted it. They've now got a new thing we'll talk about, and now this. So step aside, push the talking trash can. There's a new interactive robot in Tomorrowland. On February 10th, 2014, Push, the talking trash can, was retired.
He was crushed to make a couple of drink cups.
He had his batteries pulled. But now there's a new robot in town. This new robot named ICAN makes its way around the Magic Kingdom's Tomorrowland as it talks to guests. ICAN has a comprehensive understanding of his surroundings. It could look up information for guests and even knows where guests live.
Creepy.
MagicBand.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. ICAN has a video screen on its chest and has a sound system for music and sound effects. Currently, ICAN does not have official appearance times in the park, but many guests have noticed that he's usually out and about in the mornings. As more information becomes available about him, we'll pass it on to you.
Wouldn't that be creepy? You walk up, hello, Steve. Nice to see you here from 4765 Winter Springs Drive, Winter Park, Florida, 33746.
Is your phone number 407 WDW?
Social Security number 654-347734.
Is your credit on file? Credit card on file with Disney?
I believe you're overdrawn in your bank account.
Listen, I love and wish they would do more with the autonomous characters in the park. The Muppet Lab, Lucky the Dinosaur, all those kind of things, I think really sets Disneyland apart from Six Flags or even Universal for that matter. I really think this whole living autonomous program that they have really needs to come to the forefront and be the thing that they start doing more of.
Dude, I think it's a dude in a suit.
I don't care what it is.
Okay.
But I think that kind of stuff is what kids, even me, as an adult, I love. Didn't you love the Muppets Lab?
Yeah, I've only seen it on video, but yeah. Oh, I know, right?
You missed it.
I know.
You missed it.
I'm old.
Lucky, the dinosaur?
Never saw Lucky. Push. Push was my thing.
Push, all right.
Push was my thing.
That's, very close.
Yeah.
What if there was a rolling BB-8 or R2-D2, which I think we're going to get in Star Wars Land. I would hope.
We're going to get something in Star Wars Land.
I hope.
Which, by the way, have you heard that hotel is not just a rumor?
Oh, really?
Well, there's a newspaper from the UK that's reporting it as fact.
Wow.
I mean, they're talking about the swag bucks thing, but they're legitimately reporting it as a fact. Like, supposedly it was announced. They said it was announced at Celebration. I've not seen anything to back that up. But
yeah, I haven't seen that either.
Dude, they're saying it's going to be inside the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. Yeah.
It's crazy.
Get out your checkbook.
I would love to. Yeah, tell me about it. I would love for them to do some more of that interactive stuff, because I think meeting the characters is great. Mm-hmm. But when you go to Tomorrowland, meeting a robot is awesome. There could be more things that you can do. They've got the characters for it. Right. And those are the kind of things that, like the ICAN thing. Yes, Tomorrowland makes total sense, but it makes more sense in Future World. That's something that I would see there.
Think of it, even like in Tomorrowland, if there were things like from WALL-E, little things going around picking up.
Like WALL-E.
Yeah, like WALL-E, or little things going around. There was an autonomous WALL-E, too, that I met.
Yeah.
I got to see if I can find that picture. Or even little things going around picking up trash, or even robots going around, hey, can I help you? Or do you need a showtime? I think that would be kind of fun stuff.
That would be.
You know,
you can like print it out, pops one out.
Yeah, pops out a fast pass or something, whatever. You know,
that'd be great. They won't do it.
Pops out dinner reservations.
Would you like dinner reservations tonight?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Pops right out.
Yeah.
That'd be great. All right, so guys, we're ramping up all the information and excitement for D23 Expo 2017, and now we have the final reveal of the schedule for the biggest presentation, including parks and resorts, which is what most everybody goes for.
Yeah.
D23 has announced a lineup for the main presentations of Hall D23, which includes the biggest showcases that Disney will have to offer during the event. Last time around, these exhibitions included some of the most earth-shattering reveals in the company's long history, including the announcement of Star Wars expansions coming to Disneyland and Disney World. For these panels, they are definitely must-see. Friday, 10 a.m., Disney Legends Awards Ceremony. Bob Iger will host and honor Carrie Fisher, Clyde Geronimi, Manuel Gonzalez, Mark Hamill, Wayne Jackson, Stan Lee, Gary Marshall, Julie Taymor, and Oprah Winfrey. You get an award. You get an award. Friday at 2:30 p.m., Walt Disney Animation is where fans will discover what's on the drawing board, wink wink, for the acclaimed filmmakers at Disney Animation Studios and Pixar Studios. It's one of my favorite ones. That was cool.
I know.
At 10:30 a.m. on Saturday, Disney Live Action, which is the one that I had to sit in overflow, and I was so pissed. Disney Live Action, including Marvel and Lucasfilm. As always, attendees will be treated to exclusive footage, special guest appearances, and more. Saturday at 3 p.m., because the 10:30 a.m. thing will probably go until 3 p.m. Walt Disney Parks and Resorts. Chairman Bob Chapek tells us what's new and what's next for the resorts around the globe.
What could they possibly say that we don't know already?
He's going to gloat like a beast about friggin' Avatar.
I think he's going to talk about Epcot.
I hope so. He needs to.
Yeah.
Epcot and then the resorts that they're building. They'll probably announce some of that stuff.
And I think an overhaul on Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom.
God, please.
Yeah. We'll probably get Wreck-It Ralph.
I'm going to wreck it.
Yeah.
Sunday, 1:30 p.m. and 5 p.m. This is the whole new world of Alan Menken. Alan will perform his own music from such box office hits as Beauty and the Beast, Little Mermaid, Aladdin, Pocahontas. I just can't say the name Pocahontas. See, I can't. Hunchback of Notre Dame, Enchanted, and Tangled, and share some entertaining anecdotes about his unrivaled career during the show. D23 Expo 2017 will be held July 14th through the 16th at the Anaheim Convention Center, which is just too small, just across the street from the Disneyland Resort. Be sure to visit the event's official webpage for more information, and I believe that's D23.com/expo.
Yeah. So we're going to see if we get Jeffrey on. He's the marketing director for D23. But do you all want to see a show all about D23? We'll give our experiences. I don't think either one of us are going this year, but we'll tell you our past experiences and things we've learned along the way. So if you want to hear something like that, drop us an email, DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. We can certainly do that.
Right, or if you're watching live.
Or if you're watching live, you can tell us.
Right.
Because I think we should, before this kicks off, we should have a show kind of about D23, because it is a pretty big experience. And if you've never done it, it can be very overwhelming.
And here's the thing, I feel
it's a sensory overload.
Yeah. I feel like a bad blogger because we're not going, but the truth of the matter is it's cost prohibitive, and we have day jobs.
Yeah.
You know, that's the truth.
And we just can't see and do everything.
Right.
So I feel like we'd be doing you an injustice.
Right.
You know.
It's like going to Comic-Con, you know,
except it's on steroids.
Unless you're a fan and you're going to go and you're going to hit what you can hit and you're going to be excited about it. For us, it's, you know, we could talk about it later, but I mean, they don't have a press thing that we've ever seen.
Yeah.
And even when we did go as press, it was just like, hey, here's your passes. Hey, thanks. What do we get?
Nothing.
Hey, can we get in to make sure that we're guaranteed?
No.
Oh, that sucks.
No.
So anyway,
gotta talk to that unit over there.
Yeah. And that was a mess.
All right, let's talk about the headline.
I promise we'll have a sound.
All right, the Main Street Electrical Parade event is rolling into Disney's Emoji Blitz. Now, I play this game. I like it. I'm hoping that I can collect some of these great emoji things that I can then use in my texting. Because you play the game and then you win the actual emojis that you get to use in your message. Yeah. Which is
great.
Cool. Yeah, very cool.
It's awesome.
The Rock, and I don't mean like a rock, I'm talking about Rock the person, Dwayne Johnson, is working with Disney Imagineering to update the Jungle Cruise for the upcoming film. Now, please do not send me that email. You can send it to Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'm sure he's got a Twitter handle where you can beat him up.
Oh, yeah.
And you can send it to Disney at Disney.com and all their other places. But I don't think you should screw with the Jungle Cruise. I think it's fine the way it is. It's been there for, 50, 60, 60 years, 50 years? What did we just celebrate at Disneyland? 60 years, 50 years, whatever it was. I think that's fine. Mm-hmm. It's nobody's complaining that that's a terrible show. It's a terrible attraction, right?
Not that I'm aware of.
I think you should just leave it as it is and walk away. Drop the rock and walk away.
Well, I'm not gonna say that because I know Tony's motivation. My motivation is a little different. I appreciate the fact that The Rock wants to be like, hey, we're going to make this cool and we're going to make it great and it's going to tie into my movie. But I want to be careful here because The Rock could cumulatively kick both of our asses with one finger. But there's no reason that a former pro wrestler turned actor turned shill for whatever tire company or motor vehicle company's paying him, who... and I know every now and then I'll drop a cuss word every now and then. His Instagram feed is not even PG level. Should have anything to do with a classic Disney attraction. He already has an attraction over at Universal, and it's great, and it's edgy and all that stuff. I don't think the Jungle Cruise... Now, I want to be able to eat my words, and it's like, yeah, he really did make it better, but if they put the friggin' Rock... I'm not.
There's going to be some uproar. I'm just saying.
All right, we got to get moving forward.
All right, next one on the list is the Incredible Super Dance Party is being replaced in Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom with a limited time meet and greet with the Incredibles.
Yay!
Coming May 5th, I believe, is going to be the start date. So if you want to see Mr. and Mrs. Incredibles, I don't know what other characters.
Frozone!
Yeah, I just saw Mr. and Mrs. But they are coming to the...
Well, Frozone's in the parade.
Yeah.
Wow.
I listen, I'm not a fan of that dance party because you can hear the music in the world of the Carousel of Progress.
But dude, it's right next door. How can you not hear it?
No, you do, and that ruins the Carousel of Progress show.
Oh, inside the ride? Oh.
Yes.
I thought you were talking like in the queue.
No.
Oh, yeah, that sucks.
No. Okay, Disney Store is introducing Fantasyland football theme park merchandise in the fall of 2017.
Nice.
So if you play fantasy football, you'll now have Fantasyland football.
The Tinkerbell torches and the bells or something.
I don't know. Yeah. I guess they're, March Madness, they're trying to keep it going with fantasy football.
Yeah, and I'm okay with that. Why not?
Disney fireworks are now causing brush fires.
Fire.
Apparently, the head of the fire department is complaining that they're wasting manpower and hours putting out these brush fires that happen every night.
Yeah.
Some of them, he's complaining that some of them are in locations now that have not been really cleared enough.
Right.
They said, "Oh, let's move it to here," and they just dropped it in. They, cut out the square, dropped in the, their firework cannons, but it's not in a space it should be.
I think after Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and this week, they won't have to worry about it. weather says we're going to get rained big time.
And the other thing, people are saying is, well, if it's causing brush fires, they've already put a ban on all fires. All the DVCs don't have campfires. Fort Wilderness is on a fire ban. You can't have an open flame. It has to be, propane or something like that. So if you're making all your guests do it, then you should probably be doing it as well.
Yeah.
I think there would be uproar if there were no fireworks at night.
Plus, it saves
you don't have a parade in the Magic Kingdom.
Plus, it saves you $50,000-$60,000 a night, from what I understand, per park.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's a win for you.
We'll see what happens.
I'm so sick of this next piece of news.
Yeah.
I'm sick of it.
Johnny Depp surprise guest on the Pirates of the Caribbean in Disneyland. If you were living under a rock the last week, I mean, there is so much video out there that, just Google Johnny Depp at Disneyland. I mean, it was entertaining, and I'm sure it was fun if you were a guest on that attraction, but, Yep.
I think this is just nothing but a ploy to try to get some interest ginned up for the movie coming out, and nobody gives a crap. I think this is just...
Because it's going to go over like The Rock. Boom. And then ESPN is laying off 100 employees.
Yeah, that's big news.
Yeah. Apparently, they're overbloated with sportscasters talking about nothing ad nauseum.
Yep.
Maybe they'll all become podcasters now.
Well, there were two guys. Okay, so one of the other podcasts that I do, those two guys are really big sports nerds, and I'm not. They said that two of the guys finished their radio show, ESPN Radio, on Friday. Hey guys, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Dum 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 dum. And we're clear. Took off their headphones, and somebody was outside the door saying, "Hey guys, appreciate what you're doing, but you're fired."
Wow. And
they were like, "What do you mean you're fired? Like, you're giving us 30 days notice?" It's like, "No, this is it. Here's 2 boxes."
Wow.
Like, and so I've heard rumors that some of the guys are actually going to podcasting. Some of the guys are, they're reconfiguring some of what they do.
Go to NBC Sports.
There's just
Fox
ESPN
Sports.
is bloated.
It's huge.
And there's not enough. Some of the problems are there's not enough inclusiveness with other sports. If you're not into baseball, football, basketball, maybe hockey,
soccer,
no, there's rarely any coverage of those sports.
Yeah,
I've
heard rumors that they're going to spin off ESPN. This is step one: get rid of some of the dead weight, start lowering the salary cap, and
sell it.
But my question would be, what would they do with the ESPN? Why will the sports at Disney World? What do they call that? Disney World Sports Center?
Wide World of Sports.
Wide World of Sports.
They'll call it what it was before, was it? Was it Wide World of Sports?
Yeah. It was Wide World of Sports.
Just like they did with the Polynesian. The Polynesian Resort.
Yeah, converted back to what it used to be.
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's very
I don't want to see anybody lose their job, but...
I don't either. I think it comes.
But if you hire too many people, then shame on you.
But I also think it comes at a very interesting time, because if Apple really is looking to buy Disney, they're not going to want to get rid of ESPN, because that's content that Apple can really use. And the thing is they've got so many on-air personalities.
Yeah.
And they're not necessarily like, Mel Kiper is not going to talk about baseball. Mel's going to talk about college football and pro football. There's a lot of guys on there who are seasonal, and so you're only going to use them for the season. And then you've got preseason, postseason, and all that stuff. It's just, I don't think it's feasible anymore for them to do what they've been doing.
Yeah.
So that's just me.
And listen, I'm not a sports fan, but I will say one other thing too on this is, I've watched like a football game every now and again, and I don't understand why it takes 5 people to tell me what's happening on the football field.
Yeah.
I mean, back in my day, when I was a kid, it was like one person, like Madden or, Zonka or somebody, some retired football guy, just with a microphone going, "Hey, he's on the 30 yard, he's going on 40, he's a touchdown," and that was it.
How would Kos?
Yeah,
he wasn't doing sports; he was doing like Wide World of Sports.
Yeah, but he worked for ABC.
Yeah. I totally.
So right. I don't understand why it takes 5 guys to tell me what's happening on a football field.
We just need one color guy, and we need a play-by-play guy.
Yeah.
And we just need Madden and a damn teleprompter.
Yeah.
What he's going to do is he's going to come over here, and he's going to come over there because the X is going to run. And just that's what we need. Yeah. And just screw all this other. And we don't need sideline interviews anymore. Yeah. We don't need any of that crap. Yeah. Just watch the football game.
Yeah.
And take the Super Bowl back to a 2-hour event. It doesn't need to be 7 hours.
On a Sunday afternoon, in my house, when I was younger, me and my brothers and my brother-in-law would play John Madden football on Sega or Nintendo or whatever system I had at the time.
Right.
For hours on end. And if it wasn't Madden football, then it was whatever hockey, NHL hockey or whatever.
Right.
And that, that's what I need. I just need a Madden or a simple hockey game.
Simple is better.
All right, let's get off the soapbox.
Yeah.
That's what I need. All right, so if you would like to, leave us a message at 407-413-9010. You can drop us an email at DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com. And we're on the Twitter at Disney Podcaster. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/DisneyParks Podcast. And as we'd like to say around here, we'll see you in the parks.
The Disney Parks Podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. One huge upon a star, you're